Dave, 4 weeks out.
Squeeze your glutes, Jay. You gotta tighten your glutes up. There you go. Tighten back up. There you go.
Turn to the right.
You see the fat? Look at them. They there. Like, show them fuckers.
Lower bicep. That's great.
You got a hell of a thing now going on.
It's all different.
Yeah.
Look at all this stuff.
Yeah.
Put a turn to the right. Side traps.
Hey. Lock your glute, Jay. There you go.
Nice. Tricep.
Long freaking glute. Hey, you got feathers in the glutes and you just refuse to show it. There you go. Wow.
To the back.
There you
Double
go.
bicep, dude. Show that. That's it. Show that hamstring.
Can I show him something? Look, so he's taking his glute up instead of bringing it.
Relax, relax.
What he's doing? Look, you know when you go that way, you going in. You gotta put it in. When you bring it in, or lay right for it. But you doing this, so it's hard for you to do your hand. So you go like forward, you know, and get you got variations all the way out here. Look, you still
It gets a better squeeze.
trying to show more.
Feel that spread.
That's a big ass tree. I'm about to put some gifts up under that tree. Yeah. Where my gifts at?
Fun, nice.
Where's my gift at, Dave?
Huh?
Where's my gift at? You want to carry the
Under the tree.
That's what an 8-pack looks like.
Yeah, that's the introduction to an 8-pack.
Yeah, that's what an 8-pack looks like. There you go.
Sit. Let me just take a couple of pictures, go.
All right.
So I'll start. I'll just say basically we just finished training delts. These guys actually have to train some arms. I gave them the workout. They're going to take care of that on their own, but we wanted to come out here and sit back here, and I think that both of you guys had something that you wanted to say, so I'm just going to leave the floor to you guys.
Yeah.
So Mac, what do you want to say?
Okay, first off, I like to start off with the ending of my competition when I had an interview with the head judge. I was just so concentrated on trying to like answer the questions as sharp as possible and just uncut and dry to where I forgot to thank anyone that was involved in this. You know, I didn't thank the most important one was my coach, my wife. Like, I didn't thank any of them. And when I looked at the interview, I was like, something ain't right about it. So then I showed my wife. It just didn't look right. It didn't feel right. And that was probably one of the reasons why it didn't soak in like, oh, okay, I just won overall. It wasn't really a big deal to me once I won it. Because, like, I'm so used to, like showing my gratitude with whoever it is that helped me, you know, because without them, there's no way I can be where I'm at right now. Like, it's impossible to feel like I can do it. Like, they didn't really have much to do with it because there's no way. So I'd like to apologize to you, Coach, for not mentioning you, letting them know that you're the man behind all of this, because whether it's late at night, early in the morning, if I have to get in touch with you or whatever, you're there. If you're out of town on vacation, you're there. So when I was looking at the interview, it looked like I pretty much brought myself to that point, and that's so untrue. And I also called Jen, my sponsor Jen, called and apologized to her. She was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. I understand you were so like wrapped up in a moment and caught up." I'm like, "No, like that's no excuse." And you know, I was on the phone with her for like maybe 20 minutes, still apologizing, and she was like, "It's not a big deal," but to me, it still was. So I talked to Dave, and everything. We pretty much discussed what he thought the issue was behind it and everything, and it was nothing that he thought it was. So now, here I am, groveling, you know, to make everything right.
This is what he brings me to make it better. Oreos. He thinks that sugar can do it.
Oh yeah,
actually, it
Bribes.
oh yeah.
can.
And he's on diet. But guess what? He told me months ago that if I take the overall, I can eat as many Oreos as I want for one day. I don't have the urge for the Oreos because it's like crack to me, and I don't want to eat one and then be cheating on my diet. So I'd rather him take care of his.
The
and
coach
I'm
get
like,
fat.
let coach, you know, let coach get fat. I'm his protege. He's his protege. So speak for itself now. They hear us. They see us. We're not going anywhere. You know. What do you think, Matt?
I think that's great. I also thought, you know, kind of what you said, you know, just the winning the overall was such a not a surprise because we were all expecting it, but so when it happens for real, it's like surreal. It's like, you know, and I thought the interview was good actually with Tamer, which was the head judge, and but I figured, you know what, he just got off stage, he's probably riding high and everything, so I didn't think that you forgot on purpose or anything like that. It's just, you know, I mean, there was none of that, you know, but you're just so always all the time, you know, Eric this, Eric that, and you're so grateful for everyone who always helps you, you know. It was just kind of like
What
weird
happened?
a little bit, yeah, that's all, you know. And I'm glad, you know, you did this and just, you know, say this on camera, which is, I'm not surprised, you know, but it was great, you know. We're really happy for you guys. We're still happy. We're very proud, and it's all going according to plan, right? So
Yeah. And guess what? The sword is still sitting on the floor by the patio door in the box.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Not on
I'm
the
like,
wall?
you know, like, because we going for something bigger. We appreciate it and everything. I think it would have been sweeter if we'd have got that first overall, like, from the beginning, and then we'd have had two swords. But, you know, we appreciate it and everything. It's just, we're going for something bigger.
Yeah.
So you're 4 weeks out of today. As of today, how do you feel for the next show?
Yeah, I feel great, and the reason why we shot today is just to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea of what it is to go through one of your real workout, you know, unaltered, and we never been on camera on B-Built, me and Mac together, but what we did, me and Eric after the last show also, which was great, a great experience and everything, I felt like I didn't look on stage as good as I did even the night before, just even a few minutes before, when I look back at the picture. So I told Eric when I came back, I said, you know, it looks like a different version of myself. And so would you be willing to do like a little, we have 7 weeks before the Jay Cutler in Vegas versus the Jay Cutler in Boston. So would you be willing to do a little experiment, like in the middle of the two shows maybe, and just do like a trial run, you know, peak week competition? Yeah. So he said, yeah, let's do that. It's a good idea since you're already in shape and stuff. So what we did this whole entire time is peak me for today. So basically act like today was the show and just change a few things as far as water and sodium, and not very big changes, small changes, but just to see how I would be looking like today if the show was today. And I think we did good. I think this is
Yeah, I mean, I think that we discovered, you know, I've said it on camera a million times that I don't look to make huge changes the final week for anybody, because in my opinion, you should be ready for the show a week to 10 days out. And when you try to do too many things the final week, that's when people get messed up. And that's all the way from the beginner level all the way up to the Mr. Olympia level. It happens all the time. So I try to make very, very small changes, and I only made small changes with Dave the first time. But I think that the changes that I made actually worked against him in the very end. I think that what we were missing out on was a little bit of muscle fullness. So we experimented this time with keeping a little bit more sodium in and keeping water in. And it resulted in a much fuller package so that his muscles were pushing better against his skin. That does not necessarily mean that that works for everybody. What I do with Mac is a little bit different, because he actually, in the beginning of the week, he's a little bit more watery, and I have to get that water out, so I have to use different techniques with him, which we did between the first win, which which was not an overall, and the second win, which was an overall, was 2 different versions of him. So it's different for everybody, but the main point is that you don't have to make drastic changes. But it was good that we did this, and we'll probably do the same thing with Mac when he's a little bit closer to the USA, do a trial run of a slightly different peaking process. It worked out great today. You looked amazing. And so now we have 3 more weeks of getting everything going, and then we have another peak week to come. So, but I think that we've discovered something very important about your physique, and that's what you got to do. You can't just, you can't be satisfied. You can't rest on your laurels. I mean, as good as he looked at the last show, we knew that there was a better look for him, and we found a way. We just made some small changes. So it was a good idea. It was a good idea that you brought it to my attention. That was, when we had the 7 weeks, it was a perfect amount of time to do it.
So the deal is, you want to be ready early, so you can actually do something like that. Because if you're ready early, you can actually play a little bit and do some little experiments. And then whenever you figure out the formula for each person, then it's easy. Contest day or no contest day, it doesn't really matter. To me, I prepared this week like this was going to be the contest, and that's what we decided to shoot at the same time, and I think it all worked out.
Yeah, it should not be a guessing game in the final week.
No.
Because too many times you see somebody, they try something radical, and by Wednesday they go, oh my God, this is backfiring, and then they have to try something radical to get things back, and then it goes back and forth, and then they end up on stage.
You lose 4 months. You lose 3-4 months of prep.
I mean, we've seen, like I said, we've seen this all the way up to the Mr. Olympia level. This happens.
Show can be lost in 20 minutes.
So the point is be in shape a week to 10 days before, so you don't have to make the finishing touches the final week. And if you're working with a coach and you're going to be doing multiple shows, there's no reason why you can't try slightly different peaking processes until you find out exactly what's best for that particular person's physiology. Even though there are certain rules that go with the body, like sodium holds water, and you get rid of water by stopping to drink. Everybody's body reacts slightly differently in that final week, so one person will be completely different than others. So never try the same peaking process with 2 different guys. And keep it very individualized, and that's what I did with these guys, and so far everything's working great, and just glad we all got on camera today to do that workout.
I'm happy about it. I was excited counting the days down, and now we're here, pretty much over. I guess we'll do this again next week.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Coach told me 5 weeks ago if I get the overall, we split we eat as many Oreos as I want or whatever. I didn't get it. I got first place, heavy. 4 weeks later, I got the overall. I forgot the Oreos. These Oreos, they're like fine wine. They aged really well because they've been sitting in my cabinet for over a month, and his name is on it.
But the problem is that you guys got to train arms after this, so you can't have that in your stomach. So
I don't have anything to do with me. I'm a vet at it though already. All I want to do is boost my insulin level up a little more.
I'm dieting now, man.
That's cool. I know. Oh man, I feel so bad for you. So it's 10, right?
You really think that I'm going to eat all this right now? Are you out of your mind?
You ain't got to eat it right now, but you're going to eat this by the end of this month.
All right, you got it.
What is it, the 24th, 25th? It's the 25th. Yeah. So you got 5 days. I'm going to let you get the box.
I should really keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
Listen, that's why I love my coach. He's a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just leading by example. I'm sorry. I'm going to put these in the bag because I don't have to eat them because I'm 14 weeks off. But him, he has to eat them. And he's dropping them on the low. He's trying to kick them off from under the cage. Don't worry.
I don't know.
Don't worry.
These are light Oreos.
Don't worry. He need to be lucky I don't eat double stuff. Because then that would have been all bad.
All right, now let's get down to business here.
Oh, that was business.
Let's get down to other business.